Right, so I'm going to play a game today. Well, I don't know. It has some elements of an adventure game, but I don't know if I'd go so far as to call it that. It has some survival horror in it, but it isn't really that either. Moby Game says it's strategy based. I say they're crazy. The game is Weird Dreams, produced by Rainbird Software in 1988. There were several versions for various 8 and 16-bit platforms, the Amiga, the Commodore 64, the Atari ST, and one for MS-DOS, which is what I'll be playing as it's the version I had as a kid when the game was still relatively new. It isn't uncommon for games of this era to jump right in and leave most of the story for the manual. Weird Dreams is no exception, but unlike other titles that only have a 2 or 3 page setup, Weird Dreams comes with an entire friggin' novella. I won't be reading it, but I have to summarize it, or what little sense the game makes will be entirely lost. The author has made the full text available for free online if you'd like to check it out. While future generations probably won't regard it as the pinnacle of 20th century literature, it's an alright story. Certainly more than what I've come to expect from a late 80s video game. Our protagonist is a fellow named Steve, a fairly ordinary guy who lives and works in Plymouth, England. He's had a slight cold for the past few days, but he's more or less better now, aside from some lingering lethargy. Steve has a crush on one of his co-workers, Emily. He talks to her every day and has told her all about his recent illness and how he could barely pull himself out of bed. As it so happens, Emily is a bit more than she appears to be. Although outwardly she seems to be nothing more than a bookish, serious-minded girl who works in the company mailroom, she is, in fact, a demon cast from hell. Emily, convicted of crimes against her fellow demons, is now on her 3,000th year of a 6,000-year sentence. Emily is jealous of Steve, jealous of his ignorance, jealous of his mortality, and above all, jealous of his ability to sleep. Outside of the safety of hell, demons dare not sleep. Sleep leaves them vulnerable to soul-takers, who would sap their soul stuff given the chance. After centuries of boredom, she's decided it's high time to have a little fun. She's forbidden from using her demonic powers by her jailers, a tribunal of spectral forces known as the Guardians, so she attacks Steve not by magic, but by chemistry. On hearing of Steve's cold, she produces a few pills that she says will clear him right up. Needless to say, these are not Tylenols. The pills have been compounded to interfere with Steve's brain, to diminish some parts of it and to greatly enhance others. To summarize a long story with a single word, dreams. Steve had never dreamt before, at least none that he ever remembered. But now Steve dreamed. Very vivid, very frightening, very real dreams. Although at first content only to witness what Steve's dreams were doing to him, Emily soon began to take a more active role, telepathically inserting herself into Steve's head, watching the dreams unfold and guiding them. This is a dangerous move. Remember, Emily had been expressly forbidden from using her powers, and it eventually attracts the attention of the Guardians. Meanwhile, Steve is worried. Nothing like this has ever happened to him before. He sees doctors and specialists who at first assume it to be a psychiatric problem of little pressing concern, but after a scan of his brain it becomes plainly obvious that the problem is much more serious. Steve is immediately taken into surgery. Just as he is being anesthetized, Emily is summoned before the Guardians and charged with breaking the conditions of her imprisonment. Thinking fast, she escapes into the depths of Steve's mind, knowing that the Guardians cannot follow her there. There may still be a way out, she reasons, if only she could assume control of his brain. That's where the story ends and the game begins. In the game, you must navigate through your own unconscious, locate the demon that is trying to wrest control of your brain, and defeat her before you die. Okay, so let's begin. And here's the last thing Steve sees. The doctor's over him as he's being anesthetized. And here we go. Into his subconscious. Into the dream. And what is the dream? Once it loads. Bit slow. Ah, it's a machine of some sort. Oh, it's a cotton candy machine. I see. And there's the stick and, oh. Okay. Note to self, don't get hit by stick. We're okay, though. Nice strong pulse. Back in. Won't get hit by it this time. Now, call it intuition, but I think we're probably going to need some of this cotton candy, so let's get some stuff onto our pajamas. And then ride the stick out, because I don't see any other way out of this machine. Where are we in? Oh, we're in the fair. Just drop a piece there, because... Oh no, a giant wasp! Giant wasp that's carrying an orb of some sort. I want it. It's, Oh, I know what to do. I will leave some cotton candy here, run, go get the fly swatter, and then when the wasp is distracted eating the cotton candy, I'll grab the orb. It's a perfect plan. Now, just grab the orb. Just grab the orb, Steve. Grab. Oh. There's one problem with this game. The controls are, 1, extremely sluggish, and 2, you have to be pixel perfect to get anything at all done. Incidentally, this is the Hall of Mirrors. This is the hub world, really. The middle mirror takes us back to the cotton candy machine. So, let's just do this one more time. Try to get that wasp, and then grab his orb. Leave the cotton candy there. You have to leave it there, leave it anywhere else, he's going to sting you. You also have to wait for him to pick it up. If you leave the screen before he picks it up, he will not follow you onto this screen, and you cannot get the orb, and the orb is necessary to beat the game. All 3 orbs are. Spoiler! Okay. Just pick it up, just pick it, oh, again. Run. Alright. Back to the cotton candy machine. Oh, I can see this is going to take a while. I always take one step forward because this is the best place to collect cotton candy. Other places you hardly ever get any. Here, hit once more. Steve has 16 frames of animation. The creators are very pleased with the fact that the animation was so fluid. But you can't cancel the animation once it starts, so it makes it difficult to precisely control. And since this game requires precise movements, it's yes. 2 pieces, 3. I need 4. You need 4. Don't leave this if you don't have 4. Lost a piece. Oh, I lost 2. I've only got... Oh, I only got 3 anyway. Again! Unless... What life was I on? Oh, God, I'm dead. Well... That was Weird Dreams, everyone! Okay, let's try again. There's 4. Alright, let's get out. Oh, where to go? Come back. Go the other way. There we go. And... What? Like, what? We went right through it. That's never happened before. What? Okay. Just to let you know, sometimes this game, doesn't work. I played through this a few times prior to making this recording, and each time something bizarrely just fails. It's usually not game-breaking, but it can be frustrating. So let's try this puzzle, if you want to call it that, one more time. I've got 2 pieces of cotton candy, 3. You can technically make it with 3, but it's difficult. You really want 4. Stick's gone anyway. I've got plenty of candy now, though, if I can get out. Now it's working fine. Alright. Back to the wasp. Piece there. Wait for him to pick it up. Again, if you leave the screen before he picks it up, he will not follow you. Run, go get the fly swatter. Find the correct pixel to stand on. There is only one. Now, got too close. Well, this is not an easy game. Well, I won't say that. It is a fairly easy game in terms of puzzle nature. It's not hard to figure out. It's a very difficult to control game. Let's say that. I've always still oddly liked it though. Ever since I got it as a kid, I didn't actually buy it. I traded Monster Bash for it from a kid at school in 1994. I don't know if that was a good trade, but yeah. One piece, 2 piece, 3. I guess I could take this opportunity to explain the bar at the top. The 5 Steves are obvious. They're your life. The timer is just a timer. It tells you how long you take to complete the game. It has no bearing on anything. The score is well, I don't think it's possible to complete the game with anything short of 100, so I don't really know. The heart rate monitor. When Steve becomes excited, his heart rate goes up. If his heart rate ever reaches 170, I think it is, Steve dies, both in the dream and in the real world. But of course the doctors can bring him back for his 5 Steves. That's how medicine works, right? Okay, drop the pieces, run, go get the fly swatter. Pick it up, there, okay, got the fly swatter. Don't go too close. Okay, now, hit him, drop it, Steve, drop it. Now walk forward a tiny, no, walk, no, I was so certain that time. Alright. Here's the thing. If I keep doing this, it's going to take forever. So I'm going to call in a little bit of help. What I'm doing now, I'm standing at the exact halfway point inside this mirror, and on the plus key on the numpad, I am tapping out SOS in Morse code. Once I get the correct frequency, it will give me infinite lives, and you won't have to keep seeing that title screen. There we go. Now, back to the cotton candy machine. Never liked cotton candy. But I'm feeling good. I think we're gonna make this. Okay, round and round. Collect the cotton candy. Let's see. I think that's 4 pieces. Let's go. Back to the fairground. Well, I suppose we were already in the fairground, but back to the full... Oh, God. This is what I meant about if you don't wait for the wasp to pick up the cotton candy, he won't follow you onto the screen. There is no dedicated run button, you just start running after you've held the walk button for a period of time. Usually I tap the walk button to stop this running from happening, but I neglected to do so this time around. So, once more. 1 piece. 2 piece. 3 piece. Blue piece. Now we've got more than enough once it ever turns around. You can't, well, I suppose you can jump on it going the other way, but then you'd have to walk across to the other side, and that's certain death. So, let's just do it the way that works. And away we go. Okay. We're gonna do it this time. We're gonna do it this time. Drop, tap the walk button. Tap, tap. Okay. He's got it. Let's transition. Okay. Okay. Go get the fly. Perfect, you picked it up on the first try. Alright. Now. Bash him away, drop it, walk forward a bit. We got it, we got it. Okay, now run, 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 run. You have no time to spare, none at all. We made it. First orb. First orb. Alright. Okay. Now, we see 5 mirrors here. We know where 1 goes. We could go through this one, but we don't have an item necessary to finish that, so let's not. We could, or we can't go through this one because the other 2 are out of order, so let's go through the only one left. Ah, a nice English country garden with country gardens playing on the soundtrack. The roses do not look friendly. Let's go the other way. Nope. Other way is not good. Someone's had a campfire, apparently. Maybe if I walk slowly? No, still don't like it. If I crouch, maybe? Can I crouch? Nope. Nope. Flowers don't like that either. Maybe I'm intended to just, wait here. Maybe help will come soon. Anytime. Oh, is something... Oh God, that's not help! Alright. Don't wait on the screen too long. That actually holds true for all screens on this game. Never stay on them too long. They will kill you. Let's use one of the sticks from the fire. We have a few moves. We have this swinging a bat move, the overhand move, the jab move, the upper move. I don't know what you call that. I'm not much of a stick waver. The bat move is really the best move for these flowers, as demonstrated there. But still, you'll probably die a few times, as, again, Steve has 16 frames of animation, and you can't interrupt them once the animation is started, which makes walking to a specific point troublesome. One nice thing of the game, the flowers you have killed stay dead. one thing that's probably not so nice of the game, they only stay dead because I called SOS back in the mirror room. If I did not do that when I died on this screen, I would be taken back to the Hall of Mirrors, and when I came back to this screen, all of the flowers would be living once more. I hope you can appreciate why I did that, as otherwise this game would take forever. One more flower left. Can we kill it? Oh, two more. My mistake, sorry. A little bit forward. No, that might work. Tried it. Ah, it's dead! The flower bed is dead. Perfect. Now we can move on. Oh, a little girl! Little girl! Can you help me? No. Little girl does not wish to help me. Well, she's got a ball. She wants to play catch, so let's indulge her. Maybe become her friend, and she will not stab us. Stab us with a giant knife. But did that ball? Ah! Ball has a mouth. Oh! I see. The ball is bloodthirsty. Ah. Never miss the ball. Let's just play catch with this demonic girl. And her sentient ball. With teeth. Okay. Okay. Everything's going well. We're having a nice time. Having a... She's still got that knife. We're friends, right, little girl? Oh, no? Okay. Oh, she's coming for me. I think I have a plan, though. Yeah. Okay. Well, little girl wasn't our friend, but the ball was. And the ball is now in our can't go that way. In our inventory. Can't go that way either. Well, there's this hedge that's pointing up. Maybe, yes, we need to go up at the hedge. And back to the Hall of Mirrors. And the out-of-order one, the one on the right, is now, in order. How is a mirror out of order? Oh, and the buzzing you heard, that's the, bee, or wasp, rather, trying to, get in. This room is actually quite easy, but it's just a, prelude of what's to come. Now, you'll see the soccer ball bouncing here. We can use the soccer ball to take out the ballerina, but there's a point later in the game where we absolutely need the soccer ball, so doing that would be foolish. This is just a timing puzzle. You need to cross when her leg is up. This is the screen I was talking about. Okay, the idea is the keyboard is a conveyor belt, and you're walking on it, and the keys go up, and when the key is up in front of you, you have to jump. If you do not jump, you will fall and have to start the screen over. I don't know if I can convey how difficult this is. In the few times I played this through prior to this recording, the first time took about 25 minutes. The second time I rage quit after 45 minutes, and the third time I did a little better at 15 minutes. As a kid, I never made it past this room ever, because I didn't know about the SOS code, and I would always die here. There's so little to say about this room. The really difficult part about this room, not that the whole thing isn't difficult, but once you get to the very end, you can no longer see the keys rising with much time, and it's so incredibly frustrating when you're almost there. You're almost at the next screen point. I don't know what you want to call it. You're almost there, and then the key rises, and you fall, and there's nothing you can do. And you just keep going round. Again, and again, and again. Alright. Okay, Okay, jump. Okay, well, also, whenever you jump, you go back. You lose your forward momentum. Which, icing on the cake. Okay, we're doing pretty well now. We're doing pretty well. We're almost there. Almost. Jump. Okay. Almost there. Okay. See, that was one. Alright, we're there. We're there. Oh, thank God we're there. Okay. This puzzle. This is another stand on the correct pixel puzzle. We want to grab the eel when it's not, shocking. But to grab the eel, we have to find the precise point to stand on. And then it's a timing thing. Well, it's more a luck thing, because even if you time it perfectly, it will still shock you. Not like then, that was just to show you that it will shock you. But, sometimes even if you do grab it when it's not white, it will still shock, like there. Okay. Wait for the eel to turn blue, and then grab it. Okay, we got the eel. Now, back to the Hall of Mirrors, where... Remember that wasp trying to get in? He surely couldn't have gotten in. Oh god, he got in. Well, we have an eel to take care of you. I said we have an eel to take care of. The eel's not bothering you. Maybe, you try a different posture. Yes, this, there we go. He's dead. He should be dead. Why is the body still here? And why is it still buzzing? That isn't right. That's, try some buttons, yep, oh. Oh, I pushed the, button that would make me go through the door. No matter, simple to get back to the Hall of Mirrors. Right, okay, we can proceed. Okay, into the mirror over here, which leads to, once it loads, the desert. The desert with flying cod. Is that what cod looks like? I'm not a fisherman. Okay. But that's what the designer describes them as. These monsters. I've heard them referred to as different things in various sources. Some places call them totem poles. I'm not, I'm not certain where that, oh, I can't use the long jab with this. I'm not certain about that. Other places call them maggot monsters. That's more, reasonable, I suppose. Most fan sites call them dildos. I'll refrain from calling them anything at this point. It looks like they infinitely spawn. They don't actually. You can kill all of them, but there's dozens and dozens. It's easiest to just try to beat them across the screen and get it over with faster. It's difficult when they come in groups, as you have to keep swinging, and when you're swinging, you can't move. The, up fight movement is the fastest, so, that's really what you want to do if you're moving while fighting. But it sometimes just doesn't work. Same goes for all fights. Like that one, I somehow jabbed through the first guy and hit the second guy. It makes a lot of sense. Well, I suppose this is a, nightmare, so maybe it does make sense. Incidentally, I should have mentioned it earlier. I went to the right at that first screen. You can go left. If you go left, you go into an infinite loop of desert that leads nowhere. So, go right. This is a mini-boss, I guess. Sort of a Maui head with feet. The first one's easy. The second one up here is more difficult. You have to take him out with a specific move. 2 long jabs and then 3 up jabs, strokes, whatever. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. And he's down. Okay, now the Orb Guardian coming up. There's the orb is inside that statue. Now you see that sand whirlpool. If you fall in that, you'll go back to the Hall of Mirrors and have to do the whole desert segment a second time. So don't fall in that whirlpool. I'm demonstrating here that you can't fight on that side. I was trying to. But if you fight the statue and kill it, you will then get the orb. Then it's time to go through the whirlpool. It doesn't lead to the Hall of Mirrors. It leads to this bog, if you want to call it that. You'll see the soccer ball is jumping now. Now is the time to use it because I can't move. But the ball will kindly carve a path for me. Thank you, ball. Now return to your HUD where you... No? Not going up there? Huh. Well, don't return to the HUD. Onward! And now we're back to the Hall of Mirrors, and the final room of, well, the final sequence of rooms of the game through this last mirror. Now, I'm going to tell you up front, I have never beaten this game. I can get to the final, mini-boss, but I cannot get past the mini-boss. Not in the DOS version. Okay, interrupting myself for a minute. The gimmick of this room is the lights are blinking on and off, and there are bats. If you touch the bats will kill you, obviously. But in here is the light switch. If we jump up and press the lights, now the lights will stay on. Which is nice. These low bats you can't duck under, you have to jump over. The timing has to be correct. You're intended to jump up and hang on to those, light fixtures, but it's easier to just jump over them if you can ever manage to. Well, worked in my favor. Like so. There. It's not hard to jump over them. This is the boss I was talking about. It's a chicken heart with teeth. The idea is you jump onto the middle light fixture, you start swinging until you can swing onto the far right one, and then you jump off on the other side of the boss. In the C64 version, this is incredibly easy. I've never played the other two versions. I know they are easier too. The DOS is by far the hardest version of this game because it wasn't made by the makers. It was ported by a third party. But yeah, you swing by going back and forth with your joystick or the arrow keys. But the timing to make yourself swing further is incredibly hard. It is possible, but it's you have to be pixel perfect in when you press the key, and it's not at all obvious. In the previous test recording, well, not in the previous test plays, I probably spent 2 hours trying to swing past this chicken heart. And oh god. You'll see that after a while hanging on the light fixture, that the fixture starts to pull out. Here I'm showing yeah, you can't go through the door will eat you. The fixture will start to pull out. It never completely pulls out, and it pulling down doesn't affect your swing. So I don't actually know why it's there. Maybe in the other versions it actually did fall out and you would die, but it doesn't happen here, so I don't know. This is the short swing. I haven't got the timing correct to get to the mid or long swing. You have to have a long swing to manage to get over to the next light fixture. It's also difficult to jump off at the time you want, because you have to push the jump button prior to your actually being at the furthest point, and many times you'll jump backward. Oh, there we go, there we go. There we go. Let's try... Medium swing's not going to do it. That's... I thought that was a long swing. Obviously not. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Let's give it a bit longer, though. Oh, getting into the swing of, swinging. There. Oh! Nearly there. Nearly there. Swing a bit more. Let's swing a bit more before we jump. Okay. Maybe it's not the swing that's a problem. Maybe it's when I let go. Maybe I'm not let go. Maybe I'm not letting go at the correct time. Maybe I'm not letting go at the correct time. I don't have a heart rate. Let's deal with that. I think a heart rate of 0 is more concerning than a heart rate of 170. Copy. Which, being a copyrighted book, they probably should not have done, but, they didn't seem to mind. Don't remember what it costed. I think back then it was a nickel a page. Luckily it wasn't that, dark red on light red. That's really difficult to photocopy. But, okay, we're on the next... I'm gonna stop talking now and start talking about the game. Let's try to get a good swing going. Come on, Steve. Come on. Good, there! Yes! Yes! I have never gotten past that screen in the DOS version, ever! Okay. Last puzzle. Last puzzle room. We've got, there's the last amulet, orb, whatever I've been calling them, just inside the clock. Now, this is a simple puzzle. When you open the clock, it starts the pendulum swinging. You just need to go through the door, either door, when the pendulum is pointing to it. The trouble comes when you don't just push up when it's at the right point. You have to the right point is when Steve walks through. So you have to get the timing right for Steve's walking animation to be over by the time you reach the door. And this is not an easy matter, because the game is incredibly sluggish. This remind you again, this game was made in 1988. Actually, I think this version was made in 1990, but still, 1990 is early for a game of this type. And it's not optimized well, I should say. And so the animation is slow. Very slow. It runs a bit faster in EGA mode instead of VGA, but it's not at all as pretty. And looking at it now, that's saying an awful lot. So just trying different timing schemes. Try to find the one that works. As I said, either door works. You can go through the left or right. It doesn't matter. You just have to wait for the pendulum to be pointing to it as Steve walks through. Nope, not there. Let's try the right. Maybe the right will be easier. It's not easier at all. Is it, Steve? There we go! Okay. Last boss. Well, the final boss of the game. This is Emily. This is Emily, the brain, with the eye. Yeah. The three orbs floating around her, I have no idea what they represent, but we need to replace them with the three, orbs that we've collected through the game. The one from the wasp, the one from the statue in the desert, and the one from the grandfather clock. We replace them by hitting them with the cod. Now, the problem comes in with actually getting the timing right. You can only hit the orbs when the eye is open. If you hit them when the eye is closed, your cod just bounces off, and you have to pick it back up. And you have to hope it lands in a place where you can pick it back up without being hit by the floating brain orb. So, you have to find the right spot to stand where the orbs won't hit you, but you can hit them. It doesn't look like this bat swinging. Well, I guess it will, because it bounced off there. It was looking like the bat swing didn't work. Maybe I had to only do the long jab. But, what about the overhand? No. Let's go back to the bat. Eyes open. I guess the overhand will work too. Or the swing up and down. Well, the swing up. The swing down is a different... I don't know how this game's fighting works. Come on. You can't crouch and move. That's not possible. There, I was just trying to figure out how close I could get before it would hit me. To try to gauge where I can stand relative to that green splotch on the desert floor. With the ballerina back in the... Oh! There's one. There's one. One down. Two down. Two down. Two down. Come on. Open your eye, Emily. Open your eye when I can actually hit it, Emily. You're not helping him. Suppose you wouldn't. Okay, can I grab that fish? Is that too... Can I grab that? Come on. Come on. Oh, God. Do they stay orbs? Yes, they do. Okay, good. Okay. Okay. You know, I wonder if I didn't enter the SOS code, if I would go all the way back to the Hall of Mirrors. Oh. Oh, that's frightening. Okay. One orb to go. One orb. Can we make it? Can we make it? But no. It's okay, it's okay. I know it's not too much of a hindrance. That would have hit if Emily's eye had been open. So that's a good place to stand. Where was it? Around here? Okay. Okay, open your eye, Emily. Okay. Can't hit while the eye is closing. Can't hit while the eye is closing. Where's... there? No, that's... there. Ish? No, it's close. There we go, there we go. This is where we were before. Okay. Okay. Wait for the right time. This game is all about timing. Maybe that's a way to describe it. It's a timing game. It's a timing game. Okay. All right. There we go, there we go. All three orbs. All three orbs, they collect in Emily's eye. I have no idea what the relevance of this is, but that defeats Emily in some manner. Now we're returning. We're coming out of unconsciousness. The dream is over. We're waking up. The dream is over. The dream is over. Dream's not over at all! A fitting end. That was Weird Dreams! I finally beat it. Finally beat it.